Dude, hurry up, we're gonna be late. Give me a minute, I just need to do my hair. Okay, we're good. I'm excited for today. I've been wanting one of these for a minute. This is the SD-FM X3 Violet Turbofan.
Violently?
Let's open her up. All right, get this plastic wrap off. I'm sure you've seen these before, especially on TikTok or everywhere all over the internet. So I looked at one of the best rated ones on Amazon so we can give it a go. So usually I don't have the tools to really test everything specifically, but this I can test, saying 180 grams of wind pressure. We'll be able to test that out today. It says 13,000 RPM motor. Box is very tightly sealed. Have a warranty card. Thank you for choosing. Okay. Have our user manual, and we'll go over that in a minute. Here is the, oh wow. It's very hefty. Feels good. This is magnetic here. You can easily pull it off. Lines up with these holes. Boom. Easy. Does not come with extra attachments, I don't think. Comes with a USB-C to USB-A. We've got an extra box here. Let's see, what is it? Ah, little carrying case. Oh, wow. Oh, that is insanely soft. Oh my goodness. That is probably the softest material I've ever felt in my life. It's like, I can't even explain it. Maybe you could see here, but it's almost like silk velvet kind of feel. It's so soft. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's something in it though. Oh wow, look at that. Whole bunch of extra supplies, cleaning, mostly just cleaning stuff. Little brushes, and then one with a little hand. High five.
High five!
Put all this off to the side here. Everything it comes with. Let's check out this user manual here. All right, so we got the components of the product. Air inlet, air outlet, power on and off, and speed switch. Okay. Have our 4 start, 5 speed indicator, 6 charging port, and 7 battery indicator. So we got 2 buttons, one in the front and one in the back. So that ought to be interesting. The device itself, cleaning brushes, cable, and pouch. I freaking like, I'm telling you, it is one of the softest things I've ever felt in my life. All right, power on, off. Long press the power button to turn the machine on and off, and enter standby mode after turning it on. Okay. All right, so we long press. Okay, so it's on. And then I think this is what actually starts the air. Ah, you have to hold it. Okay. Wow, very strong out the gate. Okay, start blowing. Manual mode, press and hold the start button to start the device blowing and release the start button to stop. 3rd gear, okay. Automatic mode, click the motor to rotate, click to stop orientation, click to start only the 1st and 2nd gears, and cannot start the 3rd gear. Okay, gear shift, I like that. After turning on, click the power button to switch gears in sequence. Default to 3 gears when turning on. 1st gear, soft wind. 2nd gear, violent wind. 3rd gear, super violent wind. See how it moves my hand there? That's pretty strong. Let's see if we can see it spinning here. Yep. All right, so when you press this button, it brings it down. That's gear 1, I guess. Okay, so very light. I mean, it could be useful for some things, but it decently blows, but it's nothing like crazy. And then speed 3, violent, I can't automatically press it, I have to hold it. But that's okay, I like that. And then when you press here, 2nd gear, 2nd and 1st gear, you can just press it once and it'll start blowing on its own. And then you have to press it again to turn it off. So that's not too bad. I like that. That gives you different modes, because normally it's just usually one button you press and then that's it. This thing feels really durable. The ones that I've seen feel like they're just like cheaply 3D printed. This looks properly injection molded, like it looks actual proper. The ones I've seen look very cheaply made. This one feels extremely durable, and yeah, I like that. This product supports fast charging chargers, but is not allowed to be charging during using. Okay, I wouldn't suggest charging and using this at the same time. I think the charge is at the bottom, and I think that's actually the battery life. I'm actually gonna turn this off. I think you press and hold, yep. Battery indicator light, charging. The indicator lights flash sequentially based on the battery level. Fully charged, all 4 indicator lights are on, just like I just showed you. Low battery, 4 indicator lights flashing. Battery, 4 lights on, 100%, 3 lights, 75, 2 lights, 50, 1 light, 25%. Intelligent protection function. This product will automatically shut down when there is no operation after 3 minutes of standby. I like that. That is very nice. So first thing I want to test is this 180 grand wind pressure. I'm sure that's only on the most powerful mode, which is powerful enough to move my hand. So, I mean, let's give it a shot. All right, so we got a scale here that can measure in grams. Let's change that to grams, tar it out. And then so we know, well, this is how much the unit weighs. It is 309 grams. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. And now we're going to put it on the high power mode, and let's see if we get 180. I saw 160. Yeah, 158, 159, so not quite 180, but I mean, it's still quite powerful. Let's see if I can actually move this. This has rubber feet, so let's see. I'm gonna give that a no. All right, well, let's give this some real world use cases so we can see how well it performs. So we got a bit of a dusty table here, and I'm gonna see how well it will blow it off. I don't think it's a really good idea to blow off a table in your house, because then it's just gonna throw it everywhere. So maybe there's a different way to do this, but this will showcase how well this works. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, blows it away, super easy. All right, here we go. Let's see, it'll, oh goodness. Well, it'll blow your 3D printed chess set apart. Okay, so that's quite strong. One area where I think this will be useful is actually for my AC unit. After a period of time, this filter gets clogged up. It's not too bad right now, but we can go ahead and turn this bad boy on. And since the dirt is getting sucked in this way through the back, we have to blow it out from the inside. So, should be able to get some good view of this. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice and clean again and see-through. Easy. I don't know if you're able to see that on camera, but I have another spot down here I'll show you. This spot is quite dirty here. Got some of my dog's hair catching in there. The nice thing about this new unit is I can actually pop this all the way out. I used to have an older one where this, in this bottom section, you can pop it out, and it was so hard to get all of the crap out. So good on them for updating this. So this one should be very visible. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'm going to blow it out that way. So you should be able to really see it from here. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. All right, here we go. Woo! Golly. I'm actually going to take this piece out here. Okay, now I can get rid of the excess, because there's some excess hanging around the edges here. Just blow it. Ah, yeah. Perfectly clean. And this one is pretty much already good, but we're just gonna give it one more. Beautiful. And all put back together and ready to go. This thing is awesome. Also, the dust on the unit here itself, we can just blast that away. That's nice and clean. There's some accruing dust on the top here. See how well it takes it off? Easy, nice and clean. All right, now time for the true test. This thing has been sitting in my garage. It's completely dirty and disgusting. Has sawdust over it, dust from other things that I do in my garage, which is also my workshop. And we won't be able to fully clean this off, but we'll at least get the dust off with this. All right, let's give it a shot here. Let's see how it does. Yep, blows all the loose stuff off. Super easy. Obviously this needs to be cleaned, so that's a different story. But the real disaster is what's inside here. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right, take this off here. And now we have a whole mess inside here. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see. So this is a swamp cooler. So the water runs down through these, and then you've got a huge fan inside, and then you put water in the base. But the problem is this base is filthy. I'll show you. Absolutely filthy, filled with a whole bunch of crud in there. A lot of it's kind of stuck, but we're gonna see what we can do with this here. So let's give her a blast and let's see what we can get out. Oh yeah, okay. Wow, came all right back at me and the camera. Well, guess what? I can blow off the camera now. Ha ha ha. And now I just cleaned the camera with it. This is going to be awesome if you have to clean off electronics, especially after the mess I just made. Let me do this further away. All right. I'm not gonna be able to get it all out because it's wanting to like fly back in. So I'm gonna have to actually get a vacuum and clean the rest of this out. But you could see the capability of this thing. So this is one of my many workbenches that accrues lots of different types of dust. Metal shavings, wood, mostly metal shavings on this one. So I don't really suggest blowing metal shavings around, but just for the sake of this, we're gonna give it a shot. So let's see. Oh, instantly. If you work in a garage like me and you work with a lot of materials, you get a lot of dust. So this would be perfect for garage spaces because they're gonna get dirty and dusty anyway. So we'll go ahead and clean this off. Some of this is gonna be stuck to the table, but at least we'll get an idea. Easy, and that was on level 2. Another area with a lot of dust is my toolbox. And this top level will unfortunately get dust from my shop until I actually close the lid, which is also covered in dust, so we can try and blow that off. But we'll give this a shot real quick here, see how well it goes away. There's still some residual, and I don't think you'll be able to get it all completely off, but it gets the majority off. This, however, is a complete and utter mess. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so it cleans off the residual. However, there's still stuff left hanging. So it's not extremely powerful. And now I can actually test this with my actual air compressor with a blower, and let's see if it takes off more to really compare this and see if this is worth buying. So this is my air blower with about 70 PSI going through in my compressor out back. Let's see if it can actually take all of this off or if it's about the same as the electric blower. Yeah, it's about the same. It definitely has more power. Don't blow out your hands with these, just so you know. It's very dangerous. But it didn't really take off that much more. So at the end of the day, this is gonna do plenty well for all of your tasks that you need to complete. But the thing that's great is loose stuff like all of this sawdust here, easily. Blows right away. And that was just on my second speed. So let me get it on the top speed here. And you could see, just blows everything away. Easily. Let's see how strong it is in the hair. Oh yeah, look at that. And that's the best part, is you can just blow yourself off after you've dusted all your stuff off. Nice and easy. In the garage, this thing will shine the most, if I'm being honest, especially if you're working on a lot of like wood projects, or you work with metal a lot. Be careful blowing metal dust around your shop though, because it's not really good to breathe in. I'd suggest a vacuum for that. And you can actually check my shop vac video I posted last week, where this guy would come in handy to vacuum up the more dangerous dust that you'd be blowing around your shop. Now in my office, it can get quite messy and quite dusty as well. Not as bad as the garage, but we can go ahead and give this a shot in here. Press and hold to power it on. And let's see what we can get away. Well, it definitely wants to move everything else. I think this would be nice for the laptop that I use. It's going to be hard to tell on camera, but worked great. Got rid of all the dust that was sitting in there. Less than 5 seconds. And the best part about this is you don't have to buy the canned air that you have to spend the time on, that has the bitterants in it, the bad chemicals that you're breathing in. And this, you can actually use the air for much longer. The other ones that come prepackaged and you've got the straw and all that, you can only go like small little spritz, you know? Otherwise it'll get too cold and you could actually get frostbite if you're not careful. Now I did accrue some dust on the duster itself, and of course it can't dust itself. Wouldn't that be cool? But that's where these come in. And I'm sure you can use these to agitate other things that you're blowing the dust off of, as well as the unit itself. And I like that they include these and a plethora of them, so you have options. So you have a paintbrush style, this little guy right here. I really like the handle, feels very ergonomic. Wow, this one is incredibly soft. I really like this one. And it's a beautiful blue. You got this one with the weird hand at the end. I'm sure this is meant for like digging into spots or something, but it does look like a hand. A tiny dual-sided brush. A large, very coarse brush that's still sort of soft. So many brushes. We have a smaller little one here that kind of looks like a little nail polish. That's what that reminds me of. The little spatula end for your fingers. It's not bad. And these last three here, just a plethora of brushes. I like this one, so I'm going to use this one. So you could see the dust right there. Let's see if we can get it out. Okay, this brush is a little too soft, but it did start to get it out. Let's try this more coarse-haired brush. No, okay, so keep in mind this is actually rubber. This front strip here and this back strip here are both rubber, so it's gonna kind of be hard to take it off of those. So let's see, we got some dust here. Easy, cleaned it up really well. That's a little smudge from me, but that's okay. This top section definitely is more dusty. In these little channels here, let's see if I can get this more stiff bristled brush in there. Let's see. Beautiful. Want to keep your new blower nice and clean. I really like this thing. It doesn't seem to suck too much up in the fan itself. It seems to be pretty clean, so that's very good. Being able to quickly charge this and be able to reuse it again and again, I think is a really good deal. My thoughts on this, I love this thing. I like how it feels. I like how it works. Really, my only complaint is kind of the false advertising of the 180 gram pressure. I mean, we got to 159, 160, so I mean, that's close enough. Do I wish it was just a little bit more powerful? Yes. But as you can see, when we were blowing off the dust on my toolbox, it didn't really make much of a difference than this. So most of it that you're gonna be blowing with this is gonna be loose stuff, and all of the other harder stuff, you'll wanna like agitate it, brush it, and then you could use one of these plethora of brushes that it includes, which I think is really awesome. I love this bag. This thing is incredible. I wish they made gloves out of this. It is just so freaking soft. So that's really nice. You got your own little pouch to keep it nice and safe. I really like that. I like that it supports, like I said, the fast charging, so that's good. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't really have any complaints. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description below if you wanna snag one of these.